This lip gloss is actually amazing. I highly would recommend. It's the Too Faced lip injection. This is the first time I put on makeup and did my hair and put on a decent top since my last videos. If you haven't subscribed, I would really love it if you hit that subscribe button down below. I make videos every Sunday. So talking about the video today, I wanted to share my experience when I lived abroad in Paris and how I dealt with, you know, the coronavirus happening. I was just really devastated because I had planned like a trip to Italy as well, and I was expecting to stay in Paris a lot longer, so to have it abruptly end was really sad for me. And I was gonna go to Venice, I was gonna go to Rome, I was gonna go to the Amalfi Coast. Guys, look at Toronto. Like, I'm gonna show you from my window how dead and how boring it is right now. And I know it's boring everywhere, but oh my gosh, guys, look. Paris to Toronto. I'm gonna try to stay positive. I'm gonna try to focus on the better things in life. If you guys had to cancel any plans that you had made for travel due to the coronavirus, leave it in the comments down below. I would love to hear about your experience with canceling, you know, trips that you were really looking forward to. And basically this video is just going to be about what I learned from my time on exchange living abroad, and also how I dealt with the coronavirus. Guys, this is what coronavirus quarantine is doing to me. Why do I have such chubby cheeks? The 5 biggest things that I learned. Number 1 was staying organized. When you're on exchange, I had no idea how much planning and research and time and effort it would take to make it a reality, because it was something that I always wanted to do in university, and I had to look at different apartments to buy. Here is a little video of the apartment that I lived in. The visa application was hectic, and budgeting, yeah, so I had to save up a lot of money in advance to make it happen, which required planning and organization. The next biggest thing that I learned was communication, and not only communication in French, but also communication with other internationals. I had to understand different ways to communicate with them and understand from their perspective on things. And also communication was key in ensuring that I got home safely during the pandemic, because I had to really talk to my coordinator, communicate with my family, and make sure that they're all okay and that I'm okay. So yeah, communication key. What was I saying? So one of the biggest things that I learned was how to be more creative, because I didn't realize how one-dimensional my thinking was. Like, I didn't even realize that there was more than one way to do some things, and it could be as simple as like, what do you eat for breakfast? But actually living in another country and seeing all the different things that they do. For example, like when they eat breakfast, they actually eat baguettes and bread all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna show a picture of a baguette right here. This baguette was so amazing, and it's not like our baguettes in Canada. I don't even know how to describe it, honestly. You just gotta go try it. Obviously, once the coronavirus is over. Yeah, so it could be as simple as breakfast or even greetings. In France, they actually do greet by kissing each other on the cheek, and it doesn't have to be someone that you're especially close with, but it could be a stranger that you just meet through mutual friends. And I experienced the weirdest thing, guys. I went to a party, like a legitimate French party, and when I got there, everyone was greeting each other with kisses, and I had to do the same thing, or else it would be seen as impolite. It would be seen as impolite. So for me, I felt really uncomfortable, because in North America, we don't we don't really talk to strangers as much as, well, we don't greet strangers. Yeah, when we go to a party, it's like you talk to people you know, or if a stranger comes up to you, then you talk to them, but you don't just walk into a room and say hi to everyone in the room. So that was just something that was super unique and different for me, which I liked, honestly. I think it's really nice that they do that because you feel more comfortable when you just say hi to everyone. But there's different ways of doing those things that you do all the time. Being in France really pushed me to see different angles from all aspects of life. Side note, guys, I got this a while ago, but if you're dealing with a lot of stress right now due to the coronavirus, I would highly recommend getting like an essential oil. I think it's been really helpful for calming me or helping with like stress and anxiety because it smells so good, and I use it to meditate. So life hack. Okay, so the next thing that I really learned while being on exchange was critical thinking, because no matter how much you plan or do your research or any of that, it doesn't matter because unexpected things happen all the time, and I really had to face unexpected challenges while I was away. And I feel like I wouldn't have had to deal with those challenges being in Toronto or Canada because I'm so comfortable and familiar with the culture and directions, and I just know how a lot of the things work. But in France, that was a different story. I would really plan where I was gonna go, but I would, take the wrong subway and then I would get lost, and I would have to use my critical thinking skills on how to navigate my way around the city. Another big point I wanted to mention is that especially during coronavirus, critical thinking was something that I really had to build upon because I had to think in that moment when coronavirus was just getting extremely bad in France, how I was gonna deal with the conflict of staying in Paris and possibly getting locked down in an apartment on my own in a country that I'm not that familiar with. So the possibility between getting locked down or leaving the exchange was a really hard decision because I was thinking about all the effort and all the time and planning that would happen because of leaving, or how would I deal with my school if I leave. So critical thinking was key for me. And my last and my favorite thing that I learned from being on exchange was gratitude. I was really grateful to meet amazing people and cherish those relationships for a lifetime. And it was always the simple things. Some of the things that I enjoyed most. So having a picnic with friends along the Seine, going for morning runs in the Jardin of Luxembourg, strolling around my neighborhood, and I absolutely adored being spontaneous, getting lost. If you guys want me to make specific videos catered towards exchanges or anything at all, just leave it in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to read your comments and do the videos that you guys want. To end off this video, I just wanted to say that the biggest things that I learned were communication, organization, gratitude, critical thinking, and creative thinking. If you made it this far into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my video. I would really appreciate it. Again, I'm going to be posting videos every Sunday, and I'll see you guys in the next one.